Ugh, why can't I find the right stuff when I need it? Last time I wanted to build something and now... Whoop, hi. Well, welcome back. Here to Primitier. Well. Now it would be nice to know, to remember what I said. Yes, you heard me right. The microphone quality might give it away, but this is not the original recording of my voice. Even if I can sing it up perfectly fine. Welcome! No, the problem is I'm using a special program to make my voice a little bit more clear and crisp and everything. And take a wild guess who forgot to start the program. And therefore, I'm having, what, 3, 4, 5 episodes without any voice recording. So I have to record everything again in terms of voice, so thankfully not in gameplay, because we would be so far ahead by now. Alright, what is this guy doing right there? I'm gonna comment everything here right now for you, ladies and gentlemen. And this guy is a little bit confused because he got a bright idea, which is why he wants to record so damn much. He had actually 2 different ideas of what to do today. Either get new music or record. Thing is, well, I saw a video online with a good idea. Oh, I actually saw a different video online. Because this is a tungsten bar, and a tungsten cube around this size is heavy. You can barely lift it with your arms, and if you drop it, yeah, you're not having any toes left if your foot is caught under it. Well, too bad. But that's actually not what we were talking about today, because now we're gonna build a small prototype of something. I think. I don't know, I only can remember what I did, and it kind of is a little bit quicker in my head than it actually is in real life. Weird. In the aftermath, you don't really have to think about your actions so much anymore, because you already did what you wanted to do. So the thing is, we have to deal with... What is he doing? He's crouching down? Oh, right. Oh, this will be weird to cut, because I had a coughing fit at the beginning of the recording. No, I can't tell where is my coughing pause and where I continue. Well, it seems like I continue here. Seems like we won't cut it after all. Up. And I made sure that I'm still recording. Which I was. So I first wanted to present it on the table, which was a very bad idea, because we're dealing with connections right now. If you remember, we had a big, huge rock, which we wanted to cut for the floor. And yeah, right there. Oh no, I'm pointing to the precision cutters, which we try to do now again. And oh, my love for precision cutters. There is no end. I hate them. With a passion. First, let's sort this. Who put it there? Let's clean up the place so it looks fine and nice. And let's get the precision cutter going. Now, how do we want that? We want this miniature model to break. This is our big rock back at the windmill. And I'm a little bit confused at the beginning on how to do it. But that's okay. Now let's grab another piece. This will be our guideline, where we want to cut it. And why are you trying to get rid of the bearing this way? So, this is just a model, so we don't have to be precise in that way. He can't decide which material to get. What will he do? I can't remember if I cleared up the mess after the recording. I took my sweet time to clean up what I did, but I don't remember if I caught everything. Now, we want a blade. and have the blade rest on something, so we do have a little bit of gravity going on. So the idea is now to not use the precision cutter, how we use the clay cutters in terms of using gravity, but we're gonna glitch out the game a little. Yet again, something I stole from the internet, and I'm happy it's out there. I'm happy people found out that things like these exist. Now we want to get some weight onto this. Let's find all the stones we can get. Right. Connect this here, connect the other one as well. I wonder what I was talking about. I so wish I had the recording somewhere. I should actually record my voice twice, now that I think about it. One, which I prefer, is with the program, and one, a spare one that I can simply delete if I have my voice. In terms, I forget to start the audio program. Because it tried to... Oh, now we're connecting in a 45-degree angle with the bearing. And now it's all about the connection between the axes and the stone. We connect the axis to the same stone the bearing is connected to, and I'm surprised because nothing is happening. Turns out, I'm apparently not doing it right. But don't you worry, I immediately got an idea on how to do it right. Well, kind of immediately. More weight. Also, I got the idea to actually change up the stones a little bit for some more added weight. Nah, can we see it? Now, nothing. I wasn't as clever in this time, but don't worry, we will get there. I don't want to cut it by hand, no, I want to use the game mechanics for this. So what we're doing now is moving this, well, moving the wrong stone to begin with, but moving the center of our gravity. Because if it's closer to us, the tungsten tries to swing more. It has more pressure onto it. So that's the idea right now. So now it rests against the stone, which is symbolic for the stone we want to cut. And a white line. Right, and if we connect, disconnect, and repeat the same again and again, we should have a split stone. Perfect. Just how we want it. Now we're taking this to the actual stone. Now come on your way. Backseat gaming myself is weird. Because I like to take my time, but I already know what's happening. It's not like, ooh, where does this lead to? No, I know that at the third attempt I actually managed to cut something. And I forgot what we're doing here. Oh yeah, right. Now, cutting is not the only thing we really want. We want to precision cut, because the floor has to be even all around, right? We don't want any bump in the floor. And the way we deal with this... I do love this door. Is by using this. Because each of those... each of these seats is apparently 5 centimeters. So we do have a unit in which we can measure stuff. Well, there I try to explain the very same thing. 5 centimeters. I was too quick. But from the footage I can tell what I'm thinking, which makes this interesting. It's the first time I'm really watching myself doing Primitier. Like, it's already taking so much time doing the episodes, and now I'm kind of forcing myself to it. So, how high should the floor be? Let's not forget, the higher the floor, the more it can endure. but also the heavier it is. So maybe they are hard to grab because the pivot is right inside of your hand. So let's grab the corners to have an easier alignment. And voila, there we go. Now, 4 is a little bit too many. Oh wait, can we have it on the floor? I don't want one of them to grow into a plant, so let's have them on here. Alright, so is that a good floor height? I can't decide at the moment. I can't decide. And therefore, I'm gonna do the next best thing and grab another one of these. So we have a little bit of comparison. Oh, perfect. Nothing beats a nice cut. So, how about too high? Sorry for the knees in my head, but it's the game. And it's not too bad with too high. It actually works. 1 is too little, but 2 could work. And I have no idea why it connected this way. The connection and during these few episodes, they're a little wonky. No idea why. We will see a lot of misconnections and funky connections later on. Way later on. But for now, we have everything to go. Wait a second. We do not have everything to go. What am I talking about? One of the crucial parts is missing. Now, where did I... right. We need the cheetah's bearing. And let's hope I don't forget which part I actually put in my pocket. I think it was the bearing, not the axis. Because this can quickly get confusing if you try to grab it out of the pocket along the axis. Yeah, good luck with that. Won't happen. Alright, that's the old stone. Let's hope this time around it will be more successful. Well, you can hope as much as you want. I already know what will happen. But let's not spoil the fun. Ooh, it's jittering a lot. Why is it doing that? Okay. The jump and run. My old friend and nemesis. I'm having so much fun there. Ooh, where do these come from? I actually still don't remember what I left here and what not. Yep. I caught myself on the bearing, but that's not a problem. Now, we don't want to put this on the stone like it is right now, because we want it to be precise and well set. So let's start with that. First off, let's take it apart. Oh, what? Why is it so jittery? Right, because it leans against the stone. Oh my, I want to keep my head, please. Wonderful. Okay. We do not need the tungsten blade for now. We don't need the stick. We just want to see how to do it. So, first off. What? What's up? What's wrong? I think I'm trying to explain something here. I just can't remember what it was. And we do want to connect the stone to this little stone, so we can just take it apart. So we won't be any more imprecise with the wood here, because we would lose the connection to the bearing as well. But this way around, if I now just connect stone to stone, we can... Huh? Oh right, it doesn't want to connect for some reason. Like I said, the connections this time around are weird. Also, we saw another example of the Phantom Forces, though it didn't cut anything. At least for now. So, I didn't really think about this because the axis looks in front of there. So what to do? Because I don't necessarily need the ground to be 10 centimeters. Let's see, how far is the... Oh, the axis doesn't go out 5 centimeters. It's like 4. So it's not a universal. It's more important for the ground to be the same height, then the ground to be a specific length, height, however you view it. But it would be nice to have a rough idea of where things are. So what to do here? I would have to rebuild it. And it seems like that's exactly what we do. We take apart the bearing and think about how to connect it. Let's see, it kind of connects diagonal sometimes. Is it enough to connect to the stick? Because there's nothing really else to put the stick on. So let's do it that way. The wood is a guiding piece here, and it does not work because it came closer to us, which means boing, there's a spring. So we do have it uneven. Now I can decide, do I want to keep it that way or do I want to change it? And it seems like we're changing it up. Now, I honestly can't remember right now where I got the stuff I need right now. Oh, I'm doing it again! Because we all know what the definition of madness is. Though honestly, with the snapping in this game, trying it again isn't the worst idea to have. Are you really thinking about using that stick? You know, oh! There I'm falling. Whoops. And then I got an idea. What about we take this plank here and use this? Now, if I could get up. Okay, easy enough. Yoink that over. And no. Another try. Jump and run is our passion. Come on, one more try. You can do it. I believe in you. Past me. You can do it. Come on. Nah. Yeah. I got really angry here and decided, yep, we have to change this up. So let's build a small ramp, which is way too steep, as I realized, but it still works. Lucky enough. Okay, tries to escape, but I've got it anyway. Perfect. Let's just have a starting point here, which I can easily walk on. And it actually works by jumping a little bit. And we're back up. Next up, I remember we have the tungsten with us, so I can easily cut out a piece. And this should make things way easier. So let's get the bearing off of that. Just like this. And now I remember why I got into the tension here. Why do you think I changed my arms around so much? Well, I need to use my right hand. Because there's a simple principle in connecting stuff. There are two ways. You can either use trigger, which works perfectly fine, and you can trigger it off again. Or you can use trigger and use thumbs down on the right hand, not on the left. Because on the left hand, it would have an effect similar to about... seems like I explained it a little bit different. The thing is, if you... What am I doing? The thing is, if you connect them, if you try to disconnect them with a trigger, and they have the potential to connect to something else, it will try to connect. And if you have a moving contraption, that's bad. If you have a static contraption like this, it doesn't matter because everything's static. But as soon as it moves, it becomes quite complicated, and you don't want stuff to connect that should not be connected. And that's why I really like to disconnect with thumbs down, but it only works on the right hand. Like that, because on the left hand... Come on! Yep, you have the movement! I didn't really think this through. Yep, I I knew what would happen because I wanted to demonstrate it, but I really didn't think I would walk off. Anyway, so that's why I swap my hands around at some points, because I want to disconnect with my right hand. That's what the whole tension was about. And I'm glad I'm doing the recording straight after, because remembering everything I said there just gets harder with time. So now, would it work? Let's connect it. It did move a little bit. Not too much though. Not too much, so we can actually use it. I'm quite confident with this. It just has to get at the right angle. Perfect. Okay, we can actually continue. Imagine. So, first off, we want the distance. So it always has the same distance, of course. And easy and steady. We're connecting it right there. Flush with the boot. Next up, we want the distance piece, on which the blade will be connected later, and have it right next to the wheat. Yep. Swing it a little bit. And then I realized, you know what? I actually don't really want the wheat right down there, because it would just have... Yep. It would just... yep, right there. It would just have friction against the plank to the right. So we're having it on the upside, which should be perfectly fine. I tried to see if the line is perfect, and on flat screen it is so much easier. Yes, I did it right. I mean, I would know by now if I did it right or not, because I know the result of this. So what am I thinking? Oh, right, let's not connect the tungsten for now, because now we can freely swing, so we don't have to move the whole contraption every time. We just want to get the weight in. See, and this is why I disconnect with the right hand. I now connected all the stone to the big stone, which I did not want to. Alright, now the objective is make it up. Oh, I am pulling myself up, which I did not want. Let me down. Thank you. And I think it's easier to pull yourself up if there's a spring, it seems. It feels like it was so much easier with the bearing than usually. Which is not a thought I had back then, which is what I realize now. Huh. See, extra thoughts from the after editing. We got quality content here. I'm so glad when the voiceless episodes are over. For a split second I was actually thinking like, you know what, I could just have an info card at the beginning and just do an ASMR episode. Oh, we're missing one stone, the most important stone of them all. This one. Something fell off. Oh, it was the plate the bearing was resting on, but for some reason the bearing is still connected. Why is that? I have no idea. It's still tight. But I mean, as long as it works, don't touch it. So we don't want this, yoink. And now it's time. I said, nah. That's the bearing we want, yes, but we don't need it up here. We just need to connect the tungsten. What are you doing? Oh yeah, I need to go into perspective because it has to be on the right hand, not like this, not diagonally, yeah, flush with the wood. Perfect. Okay, alright, let's get the bearing and see what happens. Oh, that's gonna be exciting. Does it work? Does it not work? What do you say? Now let's... Oh, sadly it's cut on the upper part. I've mentioned before how Oh, how defeated he is right now. Oh, I don't know if I can say that. I was so pissed at that moment. I was so angry. So, why? Well, it does make sense if you think about the rules of not thermodynamics, but of forces. I don't know what it's called in English. If you apply force to something, there's always a force back. And it seems like the force of the stone was way too much, and instead of cutting the stone, I cut everything else. Well. I guess let's get the stuff we need. All my hopes and dreams of a stone floor come crumbling down. This stone is not to tame. Doesn't mean I won't try it in the future, but for now, I can't stand the stone. I can't see it anymore. Oh, seems like one of our measurement units grows into a new plant. Oh well. Okay, it's not the worst to happen. I mean, there are other ways to deal with this, right? Maybe we get a stone floor, maybe we do something else, I don't know. Well, I can spoil so much, I do know. But oh well. So, we're back at the base. Let's get everything sorted, let's get everything fine and nice. That stone, what is it doing here? Oh yeah, from the beginning of the episode, with the little stunt of throwing everything around. I thought it would look nice, and actually it didn't look too bad. Ah, yeah. Sorting my stuff. Sorting my stuff is so... Oh, it's a good feeling. I love to do it. Actually, I'm smalling a little bit here. Not really, but after the last recording, before I sat down at the PC again, I sorted a lot of stuff. Because it was very small stuff and running back and forth a lot. I guess that's... You're not really missing out on much, but it was so calming. Just getting everything into the right position again. Oop, timer? Timer says? I actually don't know because I can't see it right now. And I can't remember if timer says we have time or not. I guess we still have time to place some things down. Like the stone. This stone and every other stone. Oh, and it's so calming. Just getting everything into the right position, fine and nice with everything else. So you do know, whenever you need something, you can just go there and grab it. Which rarely happens. Well, it happens often enough. I grab the tungsten, I grab the clip. Oh, my love for precision cutters. Maybe someday we get the stone. It did work with the miniature model. That's why I pointed to the floor. I remember. And this is calming my mind. I didn't even comment on it. I just did it to... Oh yeah, this worked. Oh nice. Something I can fall back to. Something that soothes my mind. Ah. Well, that's what experiments are for. You try them, and either you succeed or you don't. And honestly, I don't like precision cutters. These are fine. Wait, I want to check something. I did cut the clay. Because I realized, oh, there are two pieces. Did I cut it by accident? What? Now I know I did. Okay. But well, nope. We start right where we... No, wait. We end right where we started. That's what experiments are for. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This time around, we lost. But doesn't mean it has to be this way every time again. So I'll see you next episode, where I have to do the voiceover again. Oh well. Bye bye.